A very warm welcome to you all in today's session of Fundamentals of Anthropometry. I, Dr. Seema Dange, Principal, Professor and HOD of Anatomy Department, Dr. G.D. Paul Foundation's YMT Homeopathic Medical College, Kharghar, Navi Mumbai. Welcome you all. Today I will be taking session of Anthropometry in adult age 18 plus years and lactating mothers. Monitoring why does nutrition during adulthood matter? Monitoring the nutritional status of adults is critical not only for individual well-being but also for promoting national development and economic growth. Now, when we say nutrition is important for the economical and national development, how do we correlate the two processes, national development and economic growth? When we talk about anthropometry, which means the measurements of the body, measurements of the body is definitely related to the size, shape and structure of the body. So naturally it is correlated with the nutritional status of the body. So when we talk about anthropometry in adults, we have to correlate the anthropometrical measurements with the size of the body, and the size of the body will depend upon the nutritional status of the person. So malnutrition or on the other end obesity is definitely going to hamper the person's life. Now you will say how it will hamper, how to correlate. If a person is in a proper nutritional state, he is going to give a good output in his workplace, he is going to perform good in his work, and naturally he is going to earn money to support his family, and in turn it is going to help to build the nation. For example, we are going to become doctors. Tomorrow we will achieve our degree. We are going to practice, or we are going to teach, or we are going corporate world. So any job we do, any activity we perform, we are going to earn money and we are going to sustain our families and ourselves. But side by side, we are also contributing to the nation. We are also contributing to the society. We are contributing for the well-being. We as doctors are going to treat patients. So we are contributing to the well-being of the society. So whenever we talk about nutritional status, it's a chain. We as doctors, we are performing. We as doctors, if we are in good health, we are going to practice. We are going to sustain economically, and side by side we are giving lot of output to the society. We are going to treat patients. So it is going to help in building up the nation. So that is how we correlate malnutrition or obesity eitherwise along with the anthropometry. The ability of adults to provide for their families both financially and as caregivers and contribute to a country's economy is hindered by malnutrition. So, when the ability of a person is judged by the output he gives, so if he is malnutrited, he is not going to perform well, and that is going to hinder the abilities. Like if he is suffering from nutritional deficiencies, he will get tired easily. So if he is going to work for 10 to 12 hours a day, he cannot perform because he is not nutritionally sustainable. Or if he is captured some disease, then he cannot sustain for 10 to 12 hours. He cannot work for 10 to 12 hours. So that is going to hinder his abilities to give to his fullest. So that is how the economical and the national development is also going to be hindered if a person is not giving to fullest of his capacity. Malnutrition can reduce an adult's ability to fight off and recover from illness and can compromise physical and mental abilities. So same thing again I would like to say, if an adult is not in his good nutritional status, he can fall sick easily because his immunity is going low. He cannot sustain the diseases, he cannot fight off the diseases, he cannot fight off the illness because of his nutritional status. And why because of nutritional status? Because nutrition is going to lower down his immunity levels. And once the immunity levels are low, the person is not able to fight off the diseases. So his abilities are going to come down naturally. Adult malnutrition also reinforces intergenerational malnutrition, as women who are underweight are more likely to have low birth weight babies and continue the cycle of malnutrition. Now this is a very important factor, because as a woman, if a woman is malnutrited, she is going to pass on that to the generations. How pass on to the generations? Because women is responsible for giving birth to a baby. So once the baby is in the womb, mother is supposed to have a very good nutrition, because that nutrition is going to get passed on to the child, to the infant who is in the womb. So if mother is not getting proper nutrition, naturally the baby is also not going to get proper nutrition. And what will be the result? The result of this will be low birth weight babies. So again, it is intergenerational. That means it is going to pass on from generation to generation. So if mother is underweight, the child or the fetus or the baby who is going to be born is also going to be underweight. So it will be a vicious circle. In addition, adults who are overweight or obese have increased risk of morbidity and mortality, including risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, osteoporosis, and some types of cancer, as well as complicated medical treatment for those conditions. Now when we focus on malnutrition, malnutrition just does not mean undernutrition. It also means overnutrition. The word we use here is mal. Mal is dysfunction. So nutrition can be undernutrition, it can be overnutrition. So when it is overnutrition, nowadays